A hot dog looks simple, a bun, a sausage, maybe some ketchup or mustard. But the moment you take your first bite, your body begins an extraordinarily complex process. One that involves your brain, muscles, digestive organs, blood vessels, and the trillions of microscopic cells working together in perfect coordination. Let's go inside the human body and see exactly what happens when you eat a hot dog. The first bite, mouth and brain. Digestion starts the instant the hot dog enters your mouth. Your teeth begin mechanical digestion, cutting and grinding the food into smaller pieces. Powerful jaw muscles contract in a precise rhythm, while the tongue constantly moves the food to position it for efficient chewing. At the same time, salivary glands release saliva. This fluid softens the food and begins early chemical digestion, especially targeting carbohydrates from the bun. Saliva also makes the food easier to swallow. Your brain is already involved, processing taste, texture, temperature, and triggering reward pathways linked to hunger and satisfaction. Swallowing and esophagus transport. Once chewing is complete, the tongue pushes the food toward the back of the throat. Swallowing happens automatically. The epiglottis folds down to protect the airway, ensuring food enters the esophagus rather than the lungs. From here, the hot dog travels downward through the esophagus using a process called peristalsis. This is a series of smooth, wave-like muscle contractions that push food toward the stomach, whether you're standing, sitting, or lying down. Arrival in the stomach. As the food reaches the stomach, a muscular valve called the lower esophageal sphincter opens briefly to let it pass. The stomach expands slightly to make room. Inside, thick muscular walls begin churning the food. Powerful gastric acid is released, lowering the stomach's pH and helping kill harmful bacteria. Digestive enzymes begin breaking proteins from the sausage into smaller components. Fats start separating and the food becomes softer and more uniform. Over time, the hot dog is transformed into a thick semi-liquid substance known as chyme, controlled release into the small intestine. The stomach doesn't empty all at once. Instead, it slowly releases small amounts of chyme into the small intestine through the pyloric sphincter. This controlled release ensures the next stage of digestion happens efficiently. As chyme enters the small intestine, new organs join the process. The pancreas releases powerful enzymes that break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. The liver produces bile, which is stored in the gallbladder and released as needed to help digest fats by breaking them into tiny droplets. This prepares nutrients for absorption. The absorption zone. The small intestine is where digestion truly becomes absorption. Its inner surface is covered with folds, finger-like villi, and microscopic microvilli, dramatically increasing surface area. This design allows nutrients to move quickly and efficiently into circulation. Glucose from carbohydrates enters nearby blood capillaries. Amino acids from proteins follow the same path. Fats take a different route, entering the lymphatic system before eventually joining the bloodstream. Red blood cells then transport these nutrients throughout the body. At this point, the hot dog has been converted into usable energy and building materials. Short-term effects on the body. As nutrients circulate, the body responds. Glucose fuels brain activity, supporting alertness and mental function. Proteins contribute to muscle maintenance and tissue repair. Fats provide energy storage and support cellular membranes. Sodium and electrolytes help regulate fluid balance and nerve signaling. For many people, this results in a feeling of fullness and a short-term energy boost. Possible side effects and risks. However, the effects don't stop there. Hot dogs are typically high in sodium, which can lead to temporary fluid retention and increased workload on the cardiovascular system. Processed fats may place additional demand on the liver and gallbladder. Refined carbohydrates from the bun can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar, followed by a drop that may lead to fatigue or sluggishness. Some individuals may experience acid reflux, stomach discomfort, or bloating, especially when hot dogs are eaten frequently or in large portions. These effects vary based on overall diet, hydration, and individual metabolism. The body restores balance. After digestion is complete, the body works to restore balance. Excess nutrients are stored for later use. Waste products move into the large intestine for water absorption and eventual elimination. Blood sugar levels stabilize and hormone signals adjust appetite and energy levels. Even after the meal is finished, the body continues working quietly in the background. The bigger picture. A hot dog is more than just fast food. It's a biochemical event that activates nearly every major system in your body. Your body is highly capable of digesting it, absorbing nutrients, and maintaining internal balance. But long-term health depends on moderation, variety, and nutritional quality, not just individual meals. Understanding what happens inside your body empowers you to make informed choices, not fearful ones. Closing. Every bite you take triggers an invisible chain reaction, from the first chew to digestion to cellular energy. This is what really happens inside your body when you eat a hot dog.